Financial literacy, it's what it's all about for us ladies. Okay. So, welcome back to another episode of Healing into Femininity. It's me, your girl, Joanna. And today I just really want to chill out with you. I just recorded another video and I feel I'm getting sick and I feel a little weak. And I want to talk about that. I want to talk about a few things. I want to talk about why it matters to still show up no matter what. This is very important, and I will dive right in. So, I think at the beginning of my career as a coach, I thought that I always had to be perfect. This is something that I believe that many women, many people just get caught up in. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to know that you have a working system. Okay, nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect out here. I mean, maybe that was my way of seeing things. Some people, some personal brands, their brand image is to create an illusion of perfection. Let's talk about Beyonce, for example. Like, I am 35, and I think my generation has grown up with this style of celebrities that didn't let that didn't allow access to their life, really, which is okay. Like, everybody has their own personal way of doing things. Everybody's free out here. Everybody can do whatever they want. Nothing is bad. Nothing is like good per se. Yeah, but I'm just shedding some light on it and what it was for me. So I thought that, okay, because people, and I also have friends, I grew up around performers. Like, I used to dance when I was younger, and all throughout my life, basically, I was somebody who was like around people who are on stage, like celebrities and actors and things like that. So there is this flair of, oh, wanting to create this image of perfection. But I think it's so contradictory for me personally, because if you are an actress or if you are a dancer, like, the process is never perfect. And I think as soon as you are in a profession, and I think that that's basically with every profession, if you are rehearsing something, you dance, you fall, you sweat, you don't get it right, you fall, you dance, you don't get it right, you look crazy. This happens when you practice for a performance, for an event. So this could be months, so you practice for something months and months and months, and you know what it looks like to build something. In the beginning, it's going to be messy, it's going to be creative, people are tired, people will want to give up. Then you continue to motivate yourself, maybe motivate others if you're the coach, if you're the teacher. And this is how the creative process looks like. And I have known that since I'm a very young child. So I have never really understood. Also talking, because here, if you're here, welcome. And I'm really speaking to my creatives. I'm speaking to professional, high achieving women, or to be like, if you aspire to be that, but also women with a creative background. Yeah, so I believe that we know what it looks like to have a creative process, but then when it comes to our personal brand, maybe we can get stuck up in perfectionism, right? Whether it be YouTube, social, like TikTok, Instagram, or whatever platform you use in order to promote your business. Yeah. So I had this block of thinking that I had to show up as perfect, like as untouchable, right? As immaculate. But it's not true. Like, it's really the biggest block. If you have something like me, for example, I know that I'm very good at what I do. I'm an expert. I'm an expert as at personal transformation, whether it be health, whether it be creating, like, the psychology behind creating high value relationships, or also creating a highly profitable but also structured online business, right? So I know what I'm talking about, and I know that I have the skills and I have done the work. And today I really feel like it. So this I have been putting out content all week because I was so inspired. This is also something that I want to create awareness around, to act. Sometimes we are so obsessed with what we do that it can come across as crazy or too much to other people. And I invite you to ride the wave. So I think I have been creating now for more than a week, like every day consistently here on YouTube and on TikTok. So if you don't follow me on TikTok, go over there. I think my name over there is The Joanna Show. It's not really consistent, but yeah, I had that name before. So that works. Go over to TikTok and subscribe if you like. It's a little different format, but use it and ride the wave, and especially as women. So as women, we have those phases, right? Like, we're cyclical in nature. Our biology is cyclical, so that means we will have phases where we are tired, like this is the where we have our period. This is where we are like really going inwards. It's a good time to reflect. It's a time to release, literally. And then you get into the spring phase, right, where you come back to life. And I was, or I am in that phase right now where I was like in spring, so much energy, like just producing and getting into, yeah, my energy. And I feel like now I'm getting a little sick. I feel like maybe I have got it all out there. Now I'm at the peak. Yeah, I think I don't know exactly where I'm in my cycle right now, but I should be around my peak, like the most fertile. I still feel amazing. But now I feel like, okay, maybe this energy is kind of going like slowly, I'm going back down. Yeah. So also for you as a woman, use those phases, like when you are feeling like a skyrocket, bam, like go, like don't let yourself be stopped. Then you can set your like social interactions to more of the summer phase, and then the fall is then when you go back into more of a hibernation mode, where you calm down in energy levels. This is a good time to reflect. It's a good time to adjust, like to get more specific. You have more of a calm state for calibration, right? To clean out the stuff that you created over here when you came up. And that's also important. And I believe, especially as a woman, you want to know that you have the cyclical nature, because you allow yourself to show up in any phase. Like, that's how I am. I am also a sales professional. Like, I used to work in sales for a long time, and I this is when I didn't have the privilege of, yeah, just resting a few days a week. Yeah. But now as a in my own business, I structure my days like that, right? I structure my time the way that is in alignment with my body. But even when I was in sales, so I had like 5 1-hour calls a day. And even like when I was there and I was in my period, like when I had my period, I allowed myself to just show up, because I know I can trust my skills. I can trust. And let me tell you a secret. Sales is really about opening your heart and actually being interested in what the person wants, and then being so confident in your product that this is what the person needs and that will satisfy their needs beyond what they thought they wanted. Yeah, if you're confident about what you got to offer, if you are confident about yourself and your ability to show yourself and be open and have a real open discussion or an open conversation with someone else, that's sales. That's sales. So I allowed myself to relax, because I don't have to perform. Like, I don't have to be somebody I'm not. And it's okay to be tired. It's okay to be a little more, whew, like if you, and again, coming back to, that, like if you've ever been in a high performing environment, like whether it be arts, dancing, or any other thing like event management or whatever, like you know that the process is messy. So why are we bringing a different energy to creating our brands? Like we come here and we think we have to be perfect in order to find the perfect clients. But no, I think my client will realize that I am a highly competent, cultured woman, that this is not just a mask, like this is who I am. I have invested money into my personal development, into my knowledge, and I have something to offer, a lot, and I believe that because I know it. And I'm saying that because I want you to know that too. We don't always have to be on. I also love to be on. Like today, this morning, I thought about creating the video and I was like, I love what I do because I've always wanted, when I was younger, I've always wanted to like be a QVC, a saleswoman, like I wanted to be like, hey, look at this. This is this product and I love this product. I love this book. And I do love this book by the way, like go and get this book. I will see that I will like create this Amazon link and then you can get it. But that's literally what it is. That is what social media is. And if you are a coach, if you have a product, if you are some level of other service provider or um, product provider, come on here and have your own QVC, right? For me, it's knowledge, it's psychology, it's personal development, it's sociology, it's also talking about culture and the different influences, like the different. I think we all like, I'm mixed. I also talk about that. And I think there's so many things that we want to detangle on our way to become our most radiant and brightest self. So these are the things that I talk about here, and especially financial literacy and money. Yeah, because I believe as women who want it all, we want to take care of that. We want to become the boss. Yeah, I know there's so much talk out here like about femininity and that this boss babe thing is outdated, but I'm not a boss babe. I'm just a boss. I'm just the boss and I'm a woman. Yeah, so that's totally fine. And but what I want to say here to just stay on point is that we can, and I want you to allow yourself and give yourself the permission to show up in different energies. Like you are not a robot. You are not going to be in the same energy all the time. And I also don't believe that it has anything to do with being professional. Professional means you're showing up and doing your best in that very moment. And as a woman, that's just the nature of things. We have different cycles, different phases, and we will not show up today as we will in 2 weeks because we will be at a different point in our cycle. So that is a very, very, very important one. So allow yourself to show up, and the way you show up doesn't take away from your expertise, from your knowledge, from the hours you've put in, from the money you've invested, from the skills that you've harnessed, like from the meticulous work that you're doing. Like you know what you're talking about, you know what you're talking about. So rest assured that you've got it, like it's in you and you have it, and you don't have to, like, if you really know who you are, you don't have to prove it. You don't have to prove it in a sense of performing. Yeah, sure, I will prove that I know what I know by the things that come out of my mouth. I will prove that I know about happiness by exuding happiness. I will prove that I know about um uh, yeah, creating the life of your dreams by living the life of my dreams. And I think there's also, yeah, this can be tricky as well because this is also something that I see in the online space, that many people will create a lifestyle that is not necessarily theirs. I spoke about it in the other episode. Go and watch it, how to create a six-figure business. And I talked about that I intentionally put on this headscarf, because at the beginning of my career, I also thought that I had to look like more of my mentor, and my mentor is like this older white woman, you know, and I don't have to look like her. I can be competent in my field. I can be an expert, and at the same time, I am going to show up as who I love to see myself as. Like, look, having this aesthetic, that's my style. Yeah. Can I match being a six-figure, seven-figure, eight-figure entrepreneur? Absolutely. Absolutely. Right? So these are all the things that we can free ourselves, because at the end of the day, success is about freedom. Success is about health. It's about happiness. It's about love. It is about money. It is about what money can do for you. It's about feeling safe in your skin and safe to show up as who you are. And finding the people that will love you for the complexity of who you are, and the people that love to work with you for the complexity of what you bring. This is also something that I believe in, that I want to see more women who bring exactly their uniqueness, like their unique composition of everything, you know, like their ethnicity, their cultural background, their educational background, their story, their experiences, all of that. I want to see it all. I want to see the nuances. I want to see the complexity. Like, I really, that's my style, because that's me. That is the way I have, like, walked through the world. And yeah, I want you to step up, and I want you to also share what it is that is going on in your life, and it will make sense. It will make sense. Sometimes looking back, you know, there's this saying that you can only connect the dots looking backwards, and I believe that's true. So for me, I had to like really live the expanded life that I really love, in order to now realize, yeah, that's the kind of woman that I am. Like, I am so multifaceted. I am so multi-passionate, and I think that you are too. And you don't have to niche yourself down. You don't have to cut yourself off of certain things that you love. You know, I love psychology. I love spirituality. I love creating six-figure, seven-figure businesses and programs and courses. And I love luxury. I love beautiful things. And at the same time, like, I love nature. I love simple things. We are not a monolith, right? We are complex. And I want you to first get to know yourself through self-discovery. If you need support, go over to jonafatonji.com and sign up for a strategy session. So this is what you get, like, in my first program. It's really about a real deep self-discovery and inner work. And then you go from there, you know, like, getting to know yourself so you can be confident in yourself. It's okay to be a contradiction, you know, both two things can be true at the same time. That is a hallmark of intelligence. You know, we live in a dualistic world. We can be more than one thing. And this is what makes you you. This is what makes you be real. It is you, it's your complexity. Yeah, it's that. And it's also your femininity, and it's also your biology. It's you having different phases of your cycle. Like, all of that comes together and creates this very unique human being that is you. Yeah, so I wanted to share this, just a little talk, just a little maybe vulnerability as well. Yeah, as I said in the beginning, like, I think there are brands that are more aspirational. They are only showing what they want to show, and that's fine. But I'm not like that, because I feel so comfortable in my humanity. I feel so comfortable in my imperfections. Nobody's perfect. No human being is perfect. There is no such thing as perfection, and that is the beauty of being human. You know, everyone is human. We all have um we all have our strength, our weaknesses. And I think like I wouldn't even want to call it that we're not perfect. I think we're perfect exactly as that. It's really literally about knowing who you are. It's knowing your strength, your weaknesses, your talents, your cycle, your body, your nature, your energy levels, knowing that and then doing the best you can with what you have from where you are, like creating the structures around you that support you, creating that bank account, creating that knowledge that you need in order to support yourself. And yeah, and then just be free, just be free. I mean, I know easier said than done. I'm going to give more context around that, but that's what it is. Like, that's what I stand for. You can be unapologetically rich so you can create the freedom of this lifestyle. And I believe that's what a woman needs. Like, I believe that a woman who wants to live in her nature, who wants to live in her cycle, first of all, I think it will be good. It will serve you. You need your own business. You need your own brand, and you need to make a high income and know how to manage that money, invest that money, and really be a good steward of the resources that you have. And this is how you can live the life that you truly desire. It's high level. It is high level. Like, let's stop playing small. And that's also something, that's the last thing that I want to say. If you want to hang out with me a little bit more, the last thing I want to say is that, and this is also how I feel today. So I feel a little tired, as I said, but and I think that is the what's going on over here? Something is like tickling me. Um, I believe that we all, like every woman who is creating her dream life and is creating her multiple six-figure, seven-figure business, she had to come to a level, she had to come to a place, she had to come to a time and a place where she felt so exhausted of just doing it all, or not necessarily doing it all, but pretending. We don't have to pretend. You're good enough. Like, you're good the way you are. But I think the only reason why women like, you exhaust yourself, and maybe you're there because that's the kind of woman that I attract. You maybe like you exhaust yourself. You're doing like too much in your, maybe also in your masculine, in your survival mode energy. You're hustling, you're grinding, you pretend you're the good girl, you always put on the mask, you smile, which takes a lot of energy, right? Like, you smile, you perform, you attend to people maybe you should say no to, say yes too often. Maybe you're still a people pleaser, like, let's drop it, because one day you will find that you will, like, you have to drop it all. Maybe because you're sick, maybe you're burnt out, maybe because you have a chronic disease, something is happening. Your body's telling you, girl, stop it. And then you will find yourself in a place where you're like, oof, yeah, actually, I'm tired. And then you will be forced to rest. You will be forced to rest, and you're going to be like, okay, what the hell am I doing? Like, why am I doing this for? Because at the end of the day, I signed up for this because I wanted to create my happiness, my freedom, right? And if you're there, you're here at the right place and time. So let me show you, if you dare to take the leap, let me show you another way, because you don't have to continue to do that. There is another way. There is another way, and I'm living this other way. It's about authenticity, it's about being real, it's about being your best, yes, but it's definitely about being your full self, and then to be honest enough with yourself to say, that's what I want. And I think this comes from being tired, right? Like, me making the money that I'm making, like five and six figures. And now I'm going on to the million. If you watched this video a few days ago, I'm inviting you to come on this journey with me to make millions, because I believe that you are probably already a high achieving woman. You have a level of expertise. Now it's about creating the systems for you to market those skills so you can create the business, right? Let's be real. We want that money. Like, that's what I'm just saying. Let's be real. We want that money. Let's be real. We want that time, right? We want the beauty. We want to live a life of peace, of of expansion. And expansion for me means to have space. I have space. Like I have no obligations that I don't want to attend to. Like I have space, I have time, I have space, and I decide who I want to spend my time with, what clients I want to work with, what people I want to be around. I want to spend time with the people that I love. I want to do the things that I love. This life is precious. You are precious. And yeah, if you're at the point where you're tired, yeah, let me show you a different way. Yeah. So no matter where you are on your journey, maybe you just have an idea. Maybe you already know what your expertise is. Let me help you find that out. And then let's go through it step by step by step so you can create the results that you want, guaranteed. Okay. Because I got the system for me. Like I got the system from my mentor. It's proven, it's repeatable, it's reliable. It works if you work it. But you got to do the work, of course, okay? But then it's going to be so much easier. It's a level, it's a life on a different level. Okay? So, yeah. That's it for now. I'll see you soon. And again, stay dangerous. And if you're ready, jump and I see you on the other side. Go over to joannafatonja.com, sign up for a strategy session. Leave me a comment here. I want to interact with you. Like I love speaking to you. It's a conversation, not a monologue. Social media is a conversation. That's what I love about social media. And yeah, hit the thumbs up, share, subscribe, repost if that's possible. um, show some love. Yeah, I'm here. I'm sharing my love, and I would love to get some love back. I mean, that's what it is, right? So until then, stay dangerous. Bye bye.